Hare Krishna to all of you. Please accept my humble obeisances to all the leaders of Radha Govnindji circle and presented here the Prabhujis and Matajis. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadu Gaura Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna all of you. So you can see a lot of members has joined. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all in our Bhakti, Bhakta and Bhagwan program. It's a Sunday feast program. So we'll begin our program with the blessings of Radha Madhav. And I'm inviting and welcoming to very sweet, charming Mataji, Harshita Mataji. Hare Krishna, Harshita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees of the group.
Yeah. We'll start, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll start. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrija Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrija Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna
Jai. Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, Harshita Mataji. It was really wonderful Kirtan, Mataji, melodious Kirtan.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. And I would like to thank Mataji that you have come and joined our program, and entire that Shankpani Prabhu's members. That every week you all are come and participate in our program, BB program. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So after that melodious Kirtan, we'll move to our philosophy section. So anyone can tell me the why philosophy is important for our Bhakti Yoga? Can anyone answer? Hare Krishna. I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
To purify ourselves, to uplift our spiritual
Yes, Mataji.
progress.
Very nice. Yes, that philosophy is give a आधार, that stability, correct?
Yeah.
तो वो हमारे जो जड़ को बहुत मजबूत करता है भक्ति में, तो इसीलिए फिलॉसफी बहुत आवश्यक है हमारे भक्ति योगा में, हमारे भक्ति प्रैक्टिस में। तो इसी के साथ हम लोग जो है आगे बढ़ेंगे भक्ति सेक्शन, फिलॉसफी सेक्शन की तरफ। सो टुडे आई एम इनवाइटिंग एंड वेलकमिंग रिस्पेक्टेड विनोदनी माता जी, जिन्होंने अभी भी आंसर दिया है। हरे कृष्णा विनोदनी माता जी।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू सो मच माता जी।
Hare Krishna. So, Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurulmitang Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manabhishtam Stapitang Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Sri Guruh Sri Yukta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnamascha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Anmitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Anvitascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चादेशतारिणी। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। So I am very grateful to all the organizers of BBB program to give me this opportunity to speak in this platform, and my heartiest obeisance to all the senior devotees and the Siksha Gurus who are present here. Though I am not eligible to speak about Bhagavad-Gita, I want to present this verse which I learned and understood from our senior devotees, acharyas, and especially Prabhupada's purport. I am very embarrassed to present this verse of Gita as in front of the esteemed speakers of Krishna Katha. So I am not speaking on my own. Here Krishna is the speaker, and Prabhupada has explained so beautifully, so wonderfully. So I am going to present 55th sloka of 11th chapter, titled Virata Rupa. So this is a very beautiful sloka, and Prabhupada called this verse as the summary and essence of Bhagavad-Gita. And this is the also secret success to reach Krishna and to get Krishna into Golok Vrindavan. So there are so many, 700 slokas are there in Bhagavad-Gita, but so many important slokas are there. And often we call that Sarva Dharma Parityajya and Manmana Bhagavad Bhakta. These are also essence of the Bhagavad-Gita, but they are in separate perspectives, different perspectives. They are essence of the Bhagavad-Gita. And here Shankaracharya also noted that Bhagavad-Gita Kinchi Dhita Ganga Jallabh Kanika Pita Sakrid Apiyena Murari Samacha Kriyate Tasya Yamena Chacha. Bhagavad-Gita Kinchi Dhita. Dhita means study. Kinchin means little. If you study little Bhagavad-Gita, and Pita means Ganga Jalla Kanika Pita. Kanika means a drop of, Pita means a drink. If you drink a drop of Ganga Jal, and Sakriya Apyan Murari Samacha, if you once worship Lord Krishna or Murari, then Kriyate Tasya Yamena Chacha, that person will not face Yamraja, the Lord of Death, or Chacha means discussion. There is no discussion with that person with Yamraja. So this is the Bhagavad Gita's importance in our life. So in this words, there are 5 steps. Krishna is saying here, Bhavan Uvacha, there are 5 steps when we practice in our daily life that we will get Krishna in our worship. So I will read the sloka here. Mat karma krit mat parama mad bhakta sangha varjitah nirvairah sarva bhutesu yasa mameti pandava. So mat karma krit. Here Krishna is saying mat karma krit mat parama mad bhakta sangha varjitah and nirvairah. These are 5 steps. When we practice five steps in our daily life, we will certainly go to Krishna. We will get Krishna in our worship. So what is mat karma krit? Mat means me. Krishna says to me, and karma means activity, and perform. Whatever activity you perform or whatever activity you do for me only. Krishna is material, you do it for me only. That's keep me in your hello. I am audible.
Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Vinodi Mataji,
So
did you ask any question?
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Can you repeat, Mataji, again?
No, actually, anything I can't see in my screen. No, that I thought that
Your video is off, Mataji, I think.
video is off.
We are able to see you. We can hear clearly, Mataji.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, Mataji.
Okay. So mat parama means Krishna is saying, you keep me in your highest intention should be for me only. You keep intention that you service to me only. That is mat parama. And mad bhakta means be my devotee. You sing for me, read for me, and cook for me. You do each activity you do for me. That is the Mad Bhakta. And Sangha Varjita. Sangha Varjita means keep away from the bad association. We should, when we associate with the things that are not favorable to Krishna, that our consciousness will go away from Krishna. So that is Mad Parama. And Mad Bhakta. Mad Bhakta means we devotee to, we do bhakti to Krishna only. Then, Sangha Varjita I already told. No? Nirbhaira means don't be Bhaira means enmity. Don't keep enmity to anybody. So always friendly to everybody. Sarva Bhutesu means every living entity. So every living entity includes demigods, humans, animals, birds, and small creatures. So Nirbhaira means don't keep enmity to anybody. Be friendly everybody. And don't keep envy to anybody. So yaha sa mameti Pandava. That person will come to me, son of Pandu Arjuna. So here Krishna is saying Mat Karma Krit, Mat Parama, Mad Bhakta, Sangha Varjita, and Nirbhaira. If you practice these 5 things, 5 principles daily, you certainly will come to me. You will get into Krishna Vrindavan, Krishna Lok. So what Prabhupada is saying in his translation, we will read now. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of fruitive activity. See, first line we read. He who engages in my pure devotional service. Here, Prabhupada is given stress to bhakti. Be first my devotee. Then the other 4 principles will automatically follow you. So that is Prabhupada's intention. So he who engages in pure devotional service, free from the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculations. That is Sangha Varjita. And he who works for me, that is Mat Karma Krit, who makes me the supreme goal of life, Mat Parama, and who is friendly to every living entity, Nirbhaira to Sarva Bhutesu. So he certainly come to me. Prabhupada here explains so nicely that first you do bhakti only, then others are, it will come automatically in our life. So I will read Prabhupada's purport now. So anyone who want to approach the Supreme All Personality of Godhead on the Krishna Loka planet in the spiritual sky and intimately connected with the Supreme Personality Krishna must take this formula as stated by the Supreme himself. Therefore, this verse is considered to the essence of Bhagavad-Gita. We have already discussed this. And the Bhagavad-Gita is a book directed to the conditioned soul who are engaged in the material world with the purpose of loading it over nature and who do not know the real spiritual life. The Bhagavad-Gita is meant to show how one can understand his spiritual existence and his eternal relationship with Supreme spiritual personality, and to teach one how to go back home to Godhead. So here Prabhupada is explaining that if you read Bhagavad-Gita, it provides direction to the conditioned soul, to the confusion soul who are lived in duality, that who are materially entangled with the 3 modes of nature, that if you read Bhagavad-Gita, you can clear your thoughts, intention, and everything. And also you remember Krishna, that you are eternally connected to Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have forgotten that we conditioned souls, confused souls, forget that we are not somebody has called me. We are not, we remember that we are eternally connected to Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now we will discuss about that 5 principles. Mat Karma Krit. Whatever activity we do it for Krishna. Remember Krishna and Krishna is saying, do it for me, and which gives me pleasure only. You whatever activity you do, it will please me. That way you should, your mood should be that. So that way you please me, that you do your activities. So material activity, this karma krit means there are two kinds of activities we are doing in our daily life: material activities and spiritual activities. So material activities are, what are the material activities? Which we cook for food for Krishna, the mood that I will cook for Krishna, in that he will please. That way we cook our food. And we get up in the morning to Brahma Muhurta and do japa. That also we do for Krishna only, Krishna's pleasure only. And while our simple things, while I brush our teeth also, we clean our mouth, but with the mood that when I brush my teeth, that it will not stink while taking Krishna's name. And we know that when we making japa, some acharyas are saying that Krishna is dancing in our tongue. So when we're doing japa, Krishna will not feel any foul smell. That mood we will brush our teeth also. So small things. Here Prabhupada given two examples of businessmen and poor men, how they serve. So when businessmen do business, he should think that Krishna is the proprietor of the business. The end result also will go to Krishna, and he must be the caretaker. And when poor men service to Krishna, poor men, if he has small land, he can agriculture, he can cultivate patram puspam pholam yome bhakta prayachati. So he cultivates flowers, fruits, and tulsi leaves, and he offer to Krishna. That is his activity to please Krishna. That is material activities. And while also driving and also teaching, we should feel that we are doing for Krishna only. If somebody is driving Ola or Uber, he is earning money for his family, that's okay. But when somebody sits in the back, he will think that Krishna's part and parcel is Krishna's servant is sitting. So I will drive for Krishna only, so we can reach we can what I am saying. Sorry, where are you? That phone disturbs me.
Mataji, you told us that Ola, Uber, no? If we are sitting.
Ola, Uber, So the person who was sitting, that Krishna's part and parcel of Krishna, I am driving. So I will take him to his destination. So we can drive him slow in his destination with the mood that I am driving Krishna. That way we will reach safely to his destination. That is, and while we are doing spiritual activities like japa and reading shastra. So japa we are doing. So why do we japa? Can someone answer why do we japa? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, to cleanse our heart and get connected to Krishna.
Okay. So that is correct. So we do japa. That you said that Cheto Darpana Marjanam, we clean our heart, and we may think that we come out of some cycle of birth and death, and when we do japa, we will connect Krishna. When we do japa, we will nullify our sins. There are so many things, but when I started japa, I was in the mood that when I practice Krishna's name and do japa, then my end of life, I will remember Krishna. That mood I was starting my japa. So that is also one thing. But these are, we are doing for ourselves, our purpose, no? So that is not correct. We should do japa that Krishna will be pleased. When we do japa, Krishna and Gauranga will be pleased. In that mood, we should do japa. See, when baby Nimai was born, when he was crying, then when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, with clapping, he stopped his crying. So he was very pleased when he hears that Maha Mantra. So that is the mood. When we do japa, we should do japa to please Krishna and Gauranga. So this is spiritual activity and Shastra also. When we read Shastra, when I enter in this Krishna conscious, when I met Prabhupada while taking class, he generally told everybody that you read one page of Bhagavatam in the evening and one sloka of Bhagavad-Gita in the morning. So at first I was thinking Prabhupada is saying that, no, so I have to read. But after I know everything about this Shastra, when I read Bhagavatam and everything in 7th canto of Bhagavatam, Narad glorifies Prahlad Maharaj. He's pointing out one quality, Brahmanya. Brahmanya means who is interested in studies, interested in Shastras, reading Shastras. So that after reading so many Shastras, I should learn that I will read for not for somebody is saying that's why I'm reading, not that way. I will read, if I read, Krishna will be happy. That way we should read our Shastra. This is the Mat Karma Krit. And Mat Parama means we should keep our aim to Krishna. Our aim should be, priority should be Krishna. We should be, highest priority should be Krishna. So Prabhupada here explains that my devotees, Krishna is saying, my devotees will not interested in demigods or small planets like sun planet or moon planet or Swargaloko or Brahmaloko, or they don't even merge into, don't want to desire to merge into the Brahmajyoti. So Prabhupada is explained that devotees always want Krishna Golok Dham only, his abode only. So they are a higher intention. So then Mad Bhakta means be my devotee. Be my devotee means we have to think that I belong to Krishna and Krishna belong to me only. He is my personal property. He is not private property. We should be in that mood. If we are not giving food to Krishna, we think that, oh, he will be hungry. Not in that mood that if I will not give, everybody is giving. No, so it is not that way. So we should be that he is personal to us. So that way we should do our service bhakti, and also with the Navavitas, that 9 steps of bhakti, that Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, and Atmanivedanam. So in the end, we are giving our heart to Krishna. While bhakti, we will give ourselves to Krishna. So here, first step, Mat Karma Krit, we are giving our gross body and senses in the service, like service. So, and in Mat Parama, we are giving our subtle body, mental, mind and intellect, we have given second step. And third step here, Mat Bhakti, we are giving ourselves to Krishna. Punna Samarpana, Saranagata, we are doing to Krishna. So here I will give one example. When Bali Maharaj and Baman Dev, when Bali Maharaj given everything with 2 steps, which gave to Baman Dev, everything what he has with him, he have given with 2 steps. When Baman Dev asked about 3rd step, he gave himself that I am in the 3rd step, you keep on me only. So that way we should give our heart and full intention and the subtle body, gross body, everything we will samarpana Krishna ko samarpan kar dete hain. Like that we will do our bhakti. Then Sangha Varjitaha. And while I will forget one thing. So when we doing this bhakti, so we will balance our material activities and spiritual activities. So material activities, if we if we take a suitcase, if we arrange, we take big pebbles and small pebbles, if we arrange in that suitcase, mix them, then it will not come good, we will not arrange it properly. When we put big pebbles first and small pebbles inside, we arrange inside the big pebbles, small pebbles, then the suitcase will be properly arranged. So what is that suitcase? Suitcase was the our daily 24-hour daily activity. And big pebbles are spiritual activities and the small pebbles are material activities. So in 24 hours, we will first give our priority to big pebbles, that is spiritual activities, and in between we can arrange our material activities. So that way we can do bhakti to Krishna. Then Sangha Varjitaha. Keep away from bad association. Don't associate with things that takes away consciousness from Krishna. Hari Bhakta Vilasa Anukulyasya, it is written that Anukulyasya Sankalpaha Pratikulyasya Varjanam. We should think and act which is favorable to Krishna, like association with devotees, taking prasada and reading Bhagavatam and different shastras like that, and Prabhupada books. And Pratikulasya Varjanam means don't do which are activities that are unfavorable to Krishna. That is eating non-prasada, watching movies and reading mundane books and visiting useless parties, and don't mix with atheists as well as to fruitive, as well as devotees who are attracted to fruitive activities and mental speculations. We should avoid those people also. Now, fifth step is Nirbairaha. Nirbairaha means, bear means enmity. So Nirbairaha means don't do enmity to anybody. Don't do envy to anybody. So be friendly. So Krishna is always friendly. And while associate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the associates doing Kirtana, they are Kirtana and spreading Krishna consciousness. They are friendly with everybody when they meet when they're doing Kirtana. So devotees should not criticize or complain in any situation in all times. And Prabhupada also describes here, so the devotees who face difficulties also while doing bhakti. So like Haridas Thakur and Prahlad Maharaj, the great devotees face so much difficulties during their bhakti to spread Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada also faces so many problems to spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world, to save the confused souls so that they can remember their eternal relationship to the super soul Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hari Bol, Vinodni Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It was really, really in time. Mataji, you can't believe, Mataji, आप Bhagavad-Gita से शुरू होके चैतन्य चरितामृत, then श्रीमद् भागवतम, हमने सभी के दर्शन कर लिए. Very nice, Mataji. And Mataji putting so much effort. Mataji, we can see, Mataji, through your expressions, through your that Mataji very intensely giving this Srimad Bhagavad-Gita.
But that phone, I didn't.
There is a lot of disturbance, Mataji, but you have proved that it be giving the everything that you have explained, that full surrender. So you already in the last stage, the 9 limbs of Bhakti, Mataji, that their door is ringing, that your phone is ringing, then only you continue giving your class, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Maya is trying to disturb Mataji, but Mataji didn't give up.
Successful class, Mataji. Very nice, Mataji. So Mataji have given so many clues for questions. So be ready in the end of the session. We can ask so many questions from Mataji's section only, philosophy section. It is not easy actually. Philosophy section is not easy, but we are really fortunate and we are lucky. So so many devotees is giving their name in our program. Every week they come for the philosophy section. So I request to all of you, those who are not giving till now, please give your names for philosophy section. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So now after philosophy, we move on bhajan section. So today, a very small, cute devotee, Gaura, is presenting bhajan. Hare Krishna, Gaura.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Gaura. I'm not seeing your face, Gaura. Can you open your?
I opened Mataji camera.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, okay. Fine. So we can spotlight you, huh? Okay. Hare Krishna, Gaura. Hare Bol. Thank you so much. Gaura, which bhajan you are going to present today?
Yashomati Nandan.
Yashomati Nandan. Okay. So we all can enjoy your bhajan. Can you please start, Gaura?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second. I'll share my screen.
Oh, you want to share. Very nice. Very nice.
I share. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees over here. Translation. Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Vraja, the delighted of Gokul, Kana, a nickname of Krishna, the wealth of the lives of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and pleasure and punish the Kaliya serpent. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarine pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the 12 forests of Raja. He is ever youthful and is the best of lovers. He is always playing on a flute and he is an excellent dresser. Krishna is a protector of the inhabitants of Raja, the destroyer of various demonic dynasties, the keeper and tender of Nanda Maharaj's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and the spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nand Maharaj. Krishna wanders along the bank of the river Ganga. River Yamuna. He steals the garments of young gopis of Raja who were bathing there. He delights in the meadows of the Ras dance. He is very merciful. The lover and the beloved of Srimati Radha Rani, the great dancer of Raja, Vrindavan, and the shelter and only defect of Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Now I will sing the Yashomati Nandan Bhajan. Yashomati Nandan Brajavara Nagara Kokula Ranjana Kana Gopi Paranathana Madana Manohara Gopi Paranathana Madana Manohara Kaliyadamana Vidana Kaliyadamana Vidana Amala Harinam Miya Vilasa Amala Harinam Miya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bara Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bara Vamsi Badana Suvasa Vamsi Badana Suvasa Vraja Jana Palana Asurkula Nashana Vraja Jana Palana Asurkula Nashana Nanda Godana Rakhavala Nanda Godana Rakhavala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundarananda Gopala Sundarananda Gopala Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natakara Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natakara Bhakti Vinoda Ashaya Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna.
Hari Bol, dear Gaura, wonderful. Clap for Gaura. Gaura, you shared the screen, but we're not able to see your screen, beta. We are seeing only your beautiful face. That is good. This is Krishna's planning. Not seeing the screen, only see the Gaura's beautiful face. Hari Bol, Gaura. Thank you so much. Wonderful bhajan, Gaura. And thanks to your parents, जिन्होंने आपको इतने अच्छे से सिखाया भजन. अनु माता जी, शेखर प्रभु जी, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Actually, I was not knowing about the Zoom. I thought I shared, but
No problem, Mataji. We enjoy actually. Full Mataji throughout the bhajan, Mataji.
okay.
And now is coming, Mataji. It's okay. No problem, Mataji. No problem.
नाराज हो जाएगी.
कोई बात नहीं. No problem, Mataji.
बस आप लोग देखिए.
Throughout the bhajan, Mataji, the smile is on our face. I think we all enjoyed Gaura's bhajan, right? Hare Krishna. जब छोटा सा बच्चा कोई भगवान का भजन करते हैं तो हमारे चेहरे पे हमेशा एक स्माइल रहती है थ्रू आउट फुल भजन में. तो आप सोच सकते हैं जब हमें इतना आनंद मिलता है तो भगवान को कितना आनंद मिलता होगा. बच्चों के द्वारा भजन गाए जाने पे या कोई भी परफॉर्मेंस जब वो देते हैं तो आप सभी लोग कोशिश कीजिए कि अपने अपने बच्चों को जो है ये इस प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए निमंत्रण दे सकते हैं, बुला सकते हैं अपने बच्चों को. वैसे भी ऑलरेडी वी हैव ऑल सो मेनी किड्स in our bhajan section. We already have so many names in our bhajan section. Full हमारे पास क्यू लगी हुई है कि इसके बाद ये बच्चा आएगा, इसके बाद ये बच्चा आएगा. So that's very wonderful. Thank you so much, Gaura. Thank you so much, Anu Mataji. Hare Krishna. It was really nice. Hare Krishna. So still we are seeing your Gandharvika Girdhari, Shri Gandharvika Girdhari Shrimad Mahaprabhu की जय. तो एंड में गौरा आपने दर्शन कराई दिए. Hare Bol. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So now we'll move to our next section, that is glorification of Lord's devotee. So I am inviting and welcoming to very sincere devotee, Deepa Ravi Mataji. Hare Krishna, Deepa Ravi Mataji.
Zoom unable to detect them. Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
I will just start the video. I couldn't see. 1 minute now.
Sure, Mataji, take your time. Hari Bol. So meanwhile, I can ask about that
Hare
bhajan. Mataji, are you ready?
I am ready, Mataji.
Okay,
Hare Krishna
okay, then
Mataji.
we'll go ahead. Okay, over to you, Mataji. Huh? Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji.
Mataji,
Today's topic.
your
Can you hear me, Mataji?
your camera. Okay, Mataji, I can see you. Okay, Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji. Today's topic is that to know about one of the exalted devotee of Sri Krishna, and one among them was Uddhava. And in the spiritual realm, we cannot say that the best of the best of the best devotee, but still in a hierarchy way, Radha Rani, the crest jewel was Srimati Radha Rani, and next was Vrajavasis, and then next was Uddhava. So let's all try to know more about Uddhava and one pastime. And Uddhava was a cousin brother to Sri Krishna. And in which way is that? We all know that Krishna's father was Vasudeva, and Vasudev's one brother's son was Uddhava. Vasudeva's one brother's son was Uddhava. So Uddhava was a great devotee right from his childhood, playing with the dolls of Krishna, and he used to worship them and he used to decorate them, and he loves it a lot. That play he loves it a lot, and he was so close associate of Krishna. And those days, I think in many of the houses there were dolls like this, like the deities. And so we used to play, and we also used to play. We had a sandalwood Devi type deity, and we used to play. Those days it was like that, but now these days maybe in devotees' houses we can see, and more of that. I think with Lahari. Lahari has many dolls and she enjoys. So other than that, if not, many of the kids will be having mobiles in their hands. Is it not? So Uddhava was a great devotee, and he was brilliant and capable of doing many things. And he was also a counselor to Krishna in Mathura, and also that and he was also, and one more interesting fact was that he resembles same as Krishna, the way he dresses, or and even the physical appearance, the way he talks, or he resembles same as Krishna, the way he looks also like Krishna only. So now the pastime starts. Anybody want to say something? Somebody has unmuted.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. So now we are moving on to the pastime of Uddhava. And Uddhava, Krishna has chosen Uddhava as a messenger, and they have sent, Krishna has sent him to Vrindavan. And why he has chosen Uddhava is that he was, as we have seen, that he was brilliant and he was intelligent, and also he was capable of, and he was capable of handling things and like a confidential matters. And if you see in the government officials, it is not that every matter is being discussed with everyone. No, there will be they will have some confidential person, and who is mostly like a trustworthy person. So in that way, Uddhava was a trustworthy person, and he was chosen by Krishna as a messenger. And what is that Krishna is, why he has to send Uddhava, and what purpose he is sending to Vrindavan. And now Krishna was in Mathura, and we all know that that pastime that Krishna killed Kamsa, and he was there in Mathura, living in the what royal possession, and now he is sending Uddhava to Vrindavan. And why and what is he saying to Uddhava is that the people there at Vrindavan, my father, Mother Yashoda, they are all lamenting in grief of separation. And please go and pacify them and console them. So in this way, Krishna sends Uddhava to Madhura, to Vrindavan. And now Uddhava starts going to Vrindavan, and by the time he reaches Vrindavan, it is already sunset. By the time he reaches there to Vrindavan, it is already sunset, and we all know sunrise and sunset are beautiful times that we relish. And but in Vrindavan, the Vrajvasis they mostly like sunset. And why do you think that they like sunset most? Because Krishna comes back. Krishna is returning back back home after grazing the cows. He returns back to his house. So that is why they like mostly the sunset. After sunset it's darkness, but still Vrajvasis like sunset most because Krishna is coming back, returning back home. So, and the signal that is been seen is that the dust rising from the cows and calves, because the cows and calves returning back, and most of the dust raising, and some of the dust here and there on Krishna's face. But still, Krishna looks beautiful. Even with the dust, Krishna looks beautiful. But for us, if the dust is there, we need to take bath, of course. But Krishna looks beautiful even with the dust on him. So that time, that was the auspicious time for them. And this time is called as Godhuli. This time is called as Godhuli. Now, Uddhava is coming to Vrindavan. And by the time he reached there, it was already sunset. And that time is called as Godhuli. So he has come back. He was seeing the cows coming, cows and calves running, and the beauty of Vrindavan. He is experiencing that and relishing that, and he is enjoying that. And gopis and gopas, they are singing the pastimes of Krishna, and all that he is enjoying. And he reached Nanda Maharaj's house. And Nanda Maharaj, seeing him, he welcomed him and gave him refreshments. And and after settling down, and now he is asking, now Nanda Maharaj is asking, how is Krishna there? And what about and on? And thinking of Krishna, remembering Krishna, he started saying the pastimes of Krishna and glorifying him. And even Mother Yashoda also started crying because of that. And it was already morning. So that night passed by like that. And it was morning. And there in Vrindavan, in the morning, all the devotional activities has been started by the Vrajvasis. And they have come to Nanda Maharaj's house and found that there was chariot there. And they thought, is that Krishna who has come back? But seeing at one moment, they thought Uddhava as Krishna, and but the next moment they realized that it was not Krishna, but it is not him. And then they went to him and asked eagerly so many questions about Krishna, and they too started recollecting the pastimes of Krishna. And it is going on and on and on, like glorifying Krishna all the time. And that and they asked Uddhava, please stay back and stay for a few days here, they say. But in spite of that, he didn't stay for a few days, but he stayed for many months. He stayed there for many months because he got so addicted that he started hearing about the pastimes of Krishna, that he just wanted to hear more and more. So like that, few months passed by, and the time has come that he has to return back to Mathura, and where Krishna is waiting eagerly for him, and he has returned back, and Krishna will ask eagerly about the Vrajvasis and his mother and father and the gopis, gopas, everyone, and he tells them the same, and also he realizes that why Krishna has sent him, because upon hearing all the glories of Krishna and the unconditional love they had towards him, make him realize that the devotees of Madura, in comparison to Vrindavan, are nothing, because their love is very so pure. So, gopis and gopas, their love is so pure, unconditional love. So he realized why he has sent him to Vrindavan, and like this, few years passed by, and he could sense, because he was an intelligent devotee. He was an intelligent person and brilliant in all the things, and he could sense that Krishna, within some time, he was planning to leave this material world, and thinking that he couldn't spare the separation of Krishna, and he goes to Krishna and asks him, please take me also along with you. Then Krishna says, no, you need to stay back, and you need to do a mission for me. Krishna says to Uddhava that please go to Badrikashram and spread this transcendental knowledge, there. He says, and that happened in the place Prabhas, where Krishna speaks to or instructs to Uddhava, and we all know that Bhagavad-Gita was spoken by Krishna, and Uddhava-Gita is spoken by Krishna to Uddhava, and it is where that place. So we can find this in the 11th canto. In a stretch, there are many verses elaborately explaining still more in detail about Bhagavad-Gita, more than that, in detail, about the modes of nature, or and the importance of deity worship and the pure love of devotional service towards Krishna. All this Krishna explains to Uddhava, and Uddhava, as per saying of Krishna, he goes to Badrikashram there, and he reveals all this transcendental knowledge to the sages there, and finally he retires there at Badrikashram, which is there in Badrinath. And finally, without touching it will become a wholesome, touching the lotus feet of Prabhupada, and hearing from him, and one of the purport what he has told. So Prabhupada, in one of his purport, in the 10th canto, 13th chapter or so, he is telling that a devotee has to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead all the time. By the way, if you are a singer, you need to sing a lot. If you are good at instrument playing, you need to play the instruments, kirtans, bhajans all the time. So if you are not all the time, glorify, and it's not easy to glorify also, but still we can, and that is how we can even we need to. That is why we need to read Bhagavatam. So where the devotees, their pure devotional service, it is not limited, no. Devotional service is not limited; it's unlimited. We can do how much ever we want. We can, and we want also. So it's not limited. it's unlimited. We can do so much. So while reading the devotional service that they have done, or the intense prayers they had towards Krishna, this will tell us that, or remember us that we can do much more, and we can uplift ourselves in the spiritual path as well. And so glorifying is very, very important. When we see the Lord, we just need to glorify. If we do not know, as we can go through the prayers of the great devotees, exalted devotees, their prayers and their songs, like from Narottam Das or Vaishnava songs, everything. You can go on and sing. So if not, Prabhupada is saying that it's equal to dead matter. So live lovely, lively, and glorifying Lord all the time. And it's very difficult to say about an exalted devotee, but still it's an understanding point of view from my side. If there are any mistakes, please forgive me. And Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and all glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. It was really nice pastime of Uddhava. Hare Krishna. So now we are come to end of our session. After the hearing of, start from the Kirtan, then philosophy section. After that, wonderful bhajan by Gaura. Then after that, Deepa Mataji telling our Uddhava story, nice Uddhava story. Now we'll move to our question answer section. Hare Krishna. Are you ready all? Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. No response.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Vishnupriya Mataji, you are ready. Okay, Larry and Vishnupriya Mataji both are always ready. So this time all presenters is giving the answer. Please don't give.
No, I'm not giving the answer, Mataji. I'm telling behalf of all of them.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So we already crossed the time limit actually, is 6-7. We are not wasting our time. So first question from our first philosophy section, that anybody who reads Bhagavad-Gita little, or anybody who drinks a drop of Ganga Jal, or who worship Krishna only once, will not have to meet Yama for any discussion. Who has told these words? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Vinodini Mataji.
Ah, Vinodini Mataji told this word. Okay. But this exactly from where? Hare Krishna.
Vinodini Mataji.
This is the funniest answer. Okay. Anyone? Hare Krishna. Anyone? That's why I said the philosophy part is very difficult. What we understand after hearing 20 minutes. Hare Krishna. Anyone? Adi Shankaracharya. The answer is Adi Shankaracharya. And Vinodini Mataji is explaining so well that I remember that one thing, and I will apply from tomorrow morning, that while brushing our teeth, we remember Krishna. That after that, we are going to chant. That I am going to apply in my life from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So our next question is from Bhajan section is, who is author of the Yashomati Nandan Bhajan?
Bhakti Thakur Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bhakti Thakur.
Bhakti Vinoda. Who said this?
Harshita.
Harshita Mataji. Okay. So no audience is giving the answer. Only presenters is giving the answer. Huh? Nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. The last question is, Krishna sent Uddhava to which place to spread the transcendental knowledge?
Vrindavan.
Where?
Vrindavan.
The particular.
Badrika
Huh?
Badrika Ashram.
Badrika Ashram. Very nice, Mataji. Yeah, Badrika Ashram. And there is a particular time Mataji have mentioned that when Krishna is coming back, what is that time we called in
Goduli.
Goduli Vela. Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So now we are going to end our session here. So please Hari Bol to everybody. So we can chant one round for one time for everybody, every presenters here. Please, I request to everybody, please unmute yourself and chant one time loudly Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. And I'm requesting everyone, please come forward and take part in this Bhakti, Bhakta and Bhagwan program. Every week we are conducting. This is our for glorification of Lord, devotees, and we glorify through the bhajan and kirtan. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Can we stop the recording? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.